Welcome friends. Today in this video on surveying 1, we'll discuss the ranging of lines. First of all, we'll discuss what we have studied till now. We have studied the definition of surveying. After that, we have discussed the classification of survey. We have also discussed the units of measurement, the principles of surveying, objectives of surveying. After that, we have studied what are the types of error. Today in this lecture, we'll discuss ranging of line. First of all, I will tell you why this ranging is necessary. Suppose we are measuring the length of line between A and B. This is point A and this is B. If suppose we wanted to measure this length with a chain which is 20 meter long. If this length AB is somewhere near to 100 meter, we know that chain of 20 meter cannot be extended from A to B directly because it is just of 20 meters and this distance is around 100 meter. Now, to measure such length, we require some guideline between A and B which is straight, so that we can measure the distance correctly. If suppose we don't have any guideline, straight line between A and B, then we may proceed like this, and because of this we may get some error in the measurement of length AB with chain, because we don't had the straight line which is guiding to chain for the measurement. So whenever we are measuring the length longer than chain length, we require some intermediate point in between these endpoints, so that we can draw a guideline which is straight for the measurement of chain. So now, in order to draw this guideline or straight line, we require some intermediate point by joining which we can draw the straight line on ground. So if suppose we have established some intermediate point, then we can draw a straight line with respect to this intermediate established points, and we can measure the length of AB correctly. So we'll see how these intermediate points are established. First of all, we'll see what is the definition of ranging. Ranging is the process of establishing intermediate points It is the process of establishing intermediate points on a straight line. So that is this is what the ranging is called. Now we'll see what are the types of ranging. Ranging is divided in two types. First one is the direct ranging, and the second type is indirect ranging. This direct ranging is again subdivided in two types by eye sighting, and the second one is by line ranger. The indirect ranging is also called as reciprocal ranging. Now we'll see how to range by direct ranging method by eye sighting. Suppose this is point A and this is point B. We wanted to establish some intermediate point on line AB, straight line between AB. So in that case, we'll ask two observer to hold the ranging rod at one at A and one at B. We'll place the observer, third person who is holding the ranging rod at point C. So I'll show it here. Now I'll show the plan, top view of this. Suppose A is at this point, B is standing at this, and we wanted to establish one point C which is on straight line between A and B, but right now C is standing at this position which is not on the straight line of AB. Now what procedure will follow in this process of ranging is, we'll fix one observer, so one person who is holding the ranging rod. So for this case we'll consider the person who is holding the ranging rod on B is fixed, so he will not move anywhere. He will just hold the ranging rod in the vertical direction. The person who is standing at A will keep his ranging rod between his eyes in front of his nose, and he will sight the ranging rod at B, and he will guide the person who is holding the ranging rod and which is movable, or the position of C can be changed. The person who is at A will guide the person at C to come in the straight line by sighting the ranging rod at B. The person who is standing at A will hold the ranging rod in such a way that that rod will be in between the two eyes of person at A and in front of nose. So he will sight the ranging rod at B and he will guide this person at C to come in the line of sight between A and B. So he will guide person at A will guide this person at C to come at this point. When the person standing at A looks the ranging rod and he observes that the rods at A, B and C are in a straight line, then he will stop the person who is moving at C, and he will declare that the process of ranging is over. So in this way the ranging is done by eye sighting. This procedure requires 3 persons for the ranging. If you fix the ranging rod at B by any means, then you can work on this ranging with 2 men only. This is very effective and less time consuming method which involves very less instruments, and it is popular for ranging. In this operation, the ranging of rod or ranging of point is done one by one. If you want to range multiple points. The second method or the second type of direct ranging is by line ranger. Line ranger is instrument which is having a prism mounted in that, in which the upper half part of line ranger shows the image of left side, whereas the bottom half part shows or reflects the image or the picture of right side. In this method of ranging, the two end points are fixed then ranging rod at the endpoints is fixed by some means. The person who is holding the line ranger will keep the line ranger in straight direction, and he will hold the line, uh, line ranger in vertical direction, and he will move the line ranger. I'll show it in plan also. A, B, this is the person which is holding the line ranger. He will move in this direction. In upper half part of this line ranger, he will see the ranging rod at left side, whereas in the bottom part he will he can see the ranging rod at right side. He will move in the transverse or lateral direction of straight line AB till these two ranging rods comes in straight line. When these two ranging rods come in straight line in the line ranger, it means that the point C is exactly on the center, on the straight line between A and B. So in this way the ranging is done by the use of line ranger. Now we'll move towards the next type of ranging, that is indirect ranging. In this case of ranging, the advanced method of ranging is used because the two endpoints are not visible to each other because of some problem that may be due to the environmental adversities, or that may be due to the obstruction between them. So in this case we need to follow the indirect ranging. Suppose one point A is at this place and they are having one obstruction to reach the to sight the point B. So because this A and B points are having some obstruction in between them, so the person at A cannot sight directly to B. So the method of ranging by eye sighting fails here, or the case of eye sighting fails here. So in this case what we do, what procedure is followed, we'll see in the next part of this video. So in this case, the ranging is done by selecting two more persons who are holding the ranging rod at point C and D in such a way that person standing at C can see ranging rod at A and B. Also the person at D can see the ranging rod at A and B. So the person who is at D can sight ranging rod at A and B, and the person at C also can sight the ranging rod at B and A. It is obvious that these 2 points are intervisible. Now I will show the top view of this case. Suppose A point is somewhere here, B point is at this place. We need to plot 2 other points C and D on the straight line of AB. But right now the position of C is this. we'll call this as C1, or simply we'll call this as C, and this position, this is the position of D in top view. So we can see that the points C and D must be in this line in order to range the points on straight line, but presently they are at these places. So now the person at B will sight or will bisect the ranging rod at C by eye sighting, and he will direct the person at D to come and take new position on line CB. So this new position will be called as D1. The next step, in the next step, the person at A will sight the ranging rod at D1, and he will guide the person who is holding ranging rod at C to come at the new place on line AD1, which will be named as C1. In the next step, the person at B will again sight C1, and he will guide person standing at D1 to come in the line of BC1. In the next step, the person who is at A will, this is the new position D2 of point D. The person at A will then bisect the point D2 by eye sighting, and he will guide the person at C1 to come and take new position of at C2, which will be on straight line AD2. Now this procedure is followed till the point A, B, C2, D2 come in straight line. So in the next step, B will bisect C2, and he will guide the person at D2 to come and take new position D3. Now here you can see that here, now if person at A will bisect D3, then he can see that this C2 is already in the straight line between A and D3, and the observer at B also sees that when he bisects C2, D3 is already on the straight line. It means that from the view of observer A point is in line with C2 and D3, whereas from the observation of observer at B is in line with D3 and C2. It means that A2, C2, D3 and B, all these points are on straight line. So this is how the indirect ranging is done. This type of ranging is also called as reciprocal ranging. Many times this question is asked in the exam to explain the indirect ranging. In that case, you have to draw the neat sketch of the process, and then you have to explain it very clearly. So in this way, this ranging is done in the surveying. We'll see the next part of surveying in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see the types of map numbering system, what are topographical maps, how this map scale is decided, what are the types of scale, in the next video. So thank you for watching this video again.